Thank you for joining me, fellow Guardians. This is Sam from Multiverse Mission Control, and today we return to the Sly Collection. Before, we explored Sly's humble origins, and now, we move on to one of my favorite platforming sandbox stealth games of all time. Let's go. Sly 2, Band of Thieves. There's Eggman. And there's the guys! As I mentioned, I loved how everyone gets in on the action this time. Really makes it feel like everyone's got their own strengths. Real team effort. Alright. Sly Cooper, the thief. Everyone's gonna get their own little flashy intros like this. Okay, and in the title screen you can just let Sly sneak around like this for a little bit. But let's go.
Breaker Alpha Foxtrot, this is the Wizard. Do you read me, Sitting Duck?
This is Peking Duck. I hear you, Blizzard.
No, Sly, I'm the Wizard, and you're Sitting Duck.
You already said Sly.
Loud and clear, Lizard.
No, I'm... Forget it, you're not taking this seriously.
Yeah, I'm not. Look, Bentley, I know this is your first time out in the field, but you've gotta loosen up. If we're gonna get to those clockwork parts, I need you on your toes. So in plain talk, what's your status?
Well, I've established myself in the basement, and I'm pretty sure I can rewire the service elevator if you can power it up from that security station.
Hang tough, pal. It might take some time, but I'll figure out a way to get up there.
Okay, if you've been with me since the last series, what's the first thing you notice? That the animation just suddenly got a hell of a lot better? Because, oh my god, didn't the way they were talking seem less like... I mean, God love the PS1 version, but it seemed a little alien, didn't it? Okay, so Sly's got two modes of moving in this particular game. He's got the sneaky walk that I'm doing now, but if you hold R1, he runs. That's what confused me the first time. It's like I was too used to the other way of doing it. Okay. There are guards about, but they seem to be deaf. They don't do anything. Yes. So we're in like a museum of sorts. Here's the giant globe. Okay. So in order to get to the security station, and you might have heard, we're after the clockwork parts. That's right. The machine parts of our old nemesis.
Okay, I spliced the wires. Ow!
Oh.
Hold on. There it is.
Bentley was already badass before, but now he's actually getting in the field. It's kind of awesome. Bentley, the brains.
Okay. Let me at the
And Zach.
security computer.
Oh, with no coins. Yeah, that one would have been a little tough.
offline. There goes the laser security system. I'm
good
working
job.
on the security gate.
You'll get to do your own hacking minigame with him.
Presto, all clear.
Thanks, pal. For your first time out, you did pretty well.
Oh, this operation is far from complete.
Yeah.
Now that the lasers and spotlights are offline, Murray should be moving into position for your rendezvous. I'll stay here and provide computer support while you go on ahead.
Roger that. Gotta get the coins, man. It's gonna be helpful later on. Ah, why is the artwork worth nothing this time around? And you'll see the Fiendish 5 here in the paintings. Just a little bit of that in the old game.
Attention all guards! This is the administrator. We are installing the new software into the security mainframe, so don't be alarmed if the systems get turned off for a while. Thank you. You're all doing a great job.
Oh, positive reinforcement is important when you're robbing them blind. Oh, and Sly's got his own, like, side flips and back flips he does now, too. Because, you know, you never know where you're gonna move in the heat of the combat or when you have to duck into the shadows at a moment's notice. Same with the rest of the gang. Oh, come on, wait, no!
According to my information, the clockwork parts are being stored up there. Now to get access, you're gonna have to meet up with Murray at the rendezvous point. Unfortunately, the route through the garden is filled with guards.
No problem. I'll just take the long way around.
If memory serves, you need to jump and hit the circle button to run along ropes.
Yep. The busy streets below. And it's... Is it just me, or does it just seem so much more fluid now? Oh my god. Once it hit the PS2, man, it came to life. For real. And now it's on the PS3, so even better. Right?
Murray must have gotten lost along the way. Try pressing on ahead without him.
Oh, that'll be hard with this iron gate in the way.
Thunderfly!
Ah, there we go. Murray, the brawn. So Murray has evolved from the coward to the actual muscle of the team.
Greetings, citizen. I hope you weren't harmed by my meteoropic entrance.
No, Murray, I kept at a safe distance.
Good, good. The Thunderflop knows neither friend nor foe, only destruction.
Yeah, could you maybe channel some of that raw energy into the security gate?
Of course. It is nothing before the Murray.
It's a little much to take at first, but trust me, he earns it with time.
Okay, all clear.
Thanks, Ba. You gonna come on through, or should I just press on? Oh, and you get health now. That's right, it's not 3 hits, you're dead like in Crash. You actually have a health bar and little pickups. Ah, there we go. And
Another barrier stands before you. Fear not, I shall bend it like the truth.
yeah, he can chuck things too. Bend it like the truth.
Solid work, Murray. You're really in the zone.
My
Yeah.
hulking frame is too much for that puny rope. You go ahead and unlock the doors from the inside. I'll be waiting in the hallway to help you carry out the clockwork parts.
Oh. Oh, okay. Later, bruh. They don't suspect a thing. And really, so deaf. Like, crazy. But then...
I don't get it, Sly. The clockwork part should be here. This is all wrong. We need to pull the plug on this operation right now.
Too late.
Freeze, Cooper.
Inspector Fox.
And
As
they changed her
beautiful
voice
and
actress.
unpredictable as ever.
Whereas you crooks are so predictable. You always return to the scene of the crime.
Crime? I haven't stolen anything. Yet.
A few coins here and
Really?
there, but...
Then who broke in last night and made off with all the clockwork parts? You've got the motive.
Someone already stole the parts?
Don't play dumb with me. It might not have been him, Comlita. The method of entry and guard casualties all point to this being a Claw Gang job.
Why didn't you bring this up in the meeting?
Constable Neela, I allowed you to sit
Claw
in on
Gang,
this
huh?
stakeout as a favor to the Contessa. I really don't need any help. Oh, I think you might. Look at the facts. Facts? Sly Cooper is right here. I caught him red-handed. I'm just saying that there are other criminals in the world other than Sly Cooper! After him!
Later!
Can't run forever!
Oh! I can try.
Oh gee, wait up, Fly!
Shake a leg, Murray. It's time to go.
Hey, come back here, Ringtail!
This wasn't
Ah.
part of the plan.
Yeah, well, this is where things get fun.
No plan survives first contact with the enemy. Especially when she's got a shock pistol.
Freeze!
No,
It's
thanks.
getting a little hot. You guys go warm up the van. I'll keep Carmelita busy.
You're all going to jail.
Pick me up at the rendezvous.
Ah, yeah. Jaso's over the rooftops.
Hold still!
The high-rise acrobatic dodging takes me back.
Stop!
I mean, I don't mind. I'm gonna ransack while you're just trying to blow my head off. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't count if you blow it off.
Take
Only
it
if I
back,
do.
you ringtail!
Woo! We'll go, sir.
You can't
You've gotten a
run
bit better.
forever.
You know how to keep the pressure on this time.
Hold still! Freeze!
And this time, coins don't lead to extra lives. You actually purchase stuff from the black market
You
on the
can't
net.
run forever!
Running is what I do best. Oh, wait, that's Mira's
Back
edge.
your
Well,
ringtail!
Okay, we're in position. Jump in fast so we can get out of here.
it's been fun as always. Later.
Thief! I'll find you, Cooper!
I'm counting on it. Keeps things interesting.
Carmelita's just as angry as ever. She's really quite lovely when she's angry. And that Constable Neela, was a reference to the Claw Gang just a slip of the tongue, or an intentional clue?
Ah.
Either
There we
way,
go.
it's our only lead on the missing Clockwork parts. Clockwork. He was consumed with jealousy for the Cooper clan's thieving reputation. Is it inappropriate to refer to him as a monster? No, not at all. What kind of person stays alive for hundreds of years with the express intention of wiping out a rival's family line? Imagine the hatred fueling that first decision to replace his mortal body with soulless machinery. Ultimately, it did the trick. Clockwork lived on.
If you
He
can
caught
call
up
it
with
living.
my parents, and I wound up in an orphanage. It's there that I met my pals, Bentley, the brains of our outfit, and Murray, the brawn. They turned out to be all the family I needed. 2 years ago, I thought I'd finished it. How naive to think I could
Love
so
the comic
easily
book
put an
style.
end to that kind of hatred. And now he's back. In pieces, sure, but the threat is real. Does the Claw Gang even realize what they've stolen? I don't know what's in my future, but I won't let it be a repeat of my past.
Side 2, Band of Thieves. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm hype. Oh, I love this game. And the comic books style, the sound effects, everything. Ooh. Ah, good. Good, good, good. It's good to be back. Episode 1. Dimitri. Yeah. We're on the case. Going in.
I had to call in a few favors to get the goods on the Claw Gang's local operator. Dimitri, a sort of underworld celebrity, equally at home in high-class art circles and shady back-alley crimes. He was once a passionate young art student who worked hard to develop his own visionary style. Unfortunately, the art world wasn't quite ready for his kinetic aesthetic. So he gave them what they wanted and started forging old masterpieces. His way of punishing
Ew.
those with bad taste.
Ew. Cut it out.
Dimitri now runs a nightclub on the west side. The thumping music, colorful light shows, and a hint of danger lure in chic young patrons from far and wide. And it's here, hidden somewhere, where we'll find the Clockwork tail feathers. What Dimitri plans to do with the Clockwork part is beyond me. But those plans end tonight.
Sly Cooper and the gang in the Black Chateau. So we return to Paris, the site of our first chase with Carmelita, at least as far as the player is concerned. Streets are overrun with guards. And we are as a shadow in the night. And we've got a hideout right under their noses. So, right now I can only play as Sly. Or I can sell stuff on ThiefNet. Or purchase. Let's see what's available. We got the Trigger Bomb for Bentley. We got the Fist of Flame for Murray. And the Smoke Bomb for myself. Sly. So this is one of the cool things. The first thing you do when you get access to the overworld...
I tell you, Bentley, it's gonna be a real pleasure robbing this nightclub.
I share in your enthusiasm, but before we hit the inside, we'll need to do a little reconnaissance work.
What do you have in mind?
I've installed this special antenna on the safe house to help with our first job, hacking into Dimitri's satellite array. The coordinates for the job start beacon have been uploaded to your binocular. Make your way to this position, and I'll give you a full briefing on our objective.
I'm on my way.
So I started my series on infamous saying Sucker Punch knows how to make a tight sandbox. And this was not idle. This is not idle chit-chat. The glee of just moving from street lamp to street lamp.
Button, press the left analog stick.
Collecting stuff.
I'll leave some virtual markers into your thief mask. They'll help you find your way around. If no
Having the
markers
occasional
are in
brawl.
view, use the right analog stick to move the camera and look around for them. Remember,
me
the
show
view
this up.
is always better from the rooftops.
Sneak, 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 sneak. Pickpocket! I can take the cash right out of their backside. And should they have something valuable, I can pawn it off on ThiefNet. Then you have the waypoints telling you where the missions are. Little blue sparkles to let you know what you can interact with. And the first thing you do is recon. Like, you actually scope out the enemy base. Know your opponent. Before you just barge on in, right? It's a much more careful kind of approach to the whole thing as opposed to how the first game went. As before, the bottles lead to something nice if you collect them all. Now, you'll know if someone has something valuable if their pocket's shining. This guy, nah. Whoop. Sorry. Alright, unfortunately when you get unwanted attention like this, you will have to just run away for a bit until the buzz dies down, or whack everyone who's seen you. Knock them out. And you have the little comic book thing to tell you when they're knocked out. Comic book sound effects. I could have hid under that table if it got a little more crazy. The normal guys tend to be harder to fight as they have counter to... Well, no. Actually, the guys with the flashlights have guns, they're dang near impossible to fight. But the normal guys tend to have counterattacks and stuff, you can't take them, too lightly. They're like things you can hide under, pipes you can go up, all sorts of ways to evade detection. I need to find someone who's got an actual thing I can steal. Flashlight guard. There. Do it. These guys tend to have better fields of vision than the flashlight guys. Flashlights can only see what they shine on. There's the van. We're hidden in plain sight. It's kind of great. Shoot. Still can't swim though. Come on. I know I saw one guy with a light, or was that only in the intro? Whatever. Just I love the animation when he pulls out like some guy's pen or pocket watch. It's like, yes, I'm gonna pawn this.
Sly, I need you to hack into Dimitri's communication array so that we'll have access to his database.
How am I supposed to do that?
To start, you'll need to get to the top of that tower. Then reposition the satellite dish to point at my safe house antenna. If you want to climb on stuff, jump and hit the circle button to grab hold. Try climbing up that pipe.
Right. Jump and press the circle button to climb pipes. I'm on it.
You still say circle. That's okay. Not really. Of course, running will alert guards, so that's something you gotta watch as well.
I've projected holographic markers near interactive objects like this satellite dish. When you're near these markers, press the circle button to use the object. Great, the first one's in position. I've uploaded the next waypoint into your Thief Mask Imager. Remember, click the L3 button to locate your next objective.
As I recall, part of this area starts off locked off. Oh shoot, I broke the table. Well, this is far from stealthy, but the little guys can jump on rooftops and such, so you have to work a little harder to evade them usually. Okay, what I was saying is, I think part of this area starts off locked off. So I don't think I'll be able to collect all the bottles on the first... Ah, he's got something. Gimme. And whoop! And then when you're done with them, juggle, slam! Triangle and square to take him out. But of course, that's gonna alert people with the big thud it makes, so you gotta watch yourself. Where do I need to go? I hear battles close by. Yeah. Cats.
By pressing the L3 button to find the last dish waypoint. Remember, the view is always better from a rooftop.
You tell me.
Why, you can hold down the R1 button while walking to break into a fast run, but be careful, as this is sure to be loud enough to alert any guards in the vicinity.
Bentley's telling you everything I just told you, but it's good that they let the players know this kind of stuff, you know? Mine. Boom. There we are. Almost got enough for one of the upgrades. You know what? I should finish this off quick so I can show off how Bentley and Murray work.
Nice work, Sly. I'm downloading from Dimitri's mainframe as we speak.
All in a night's work. So, where do we go from here?
Your next job is to break into the nightclub and take some reconnaissance photos of the clockwork tail feathers. To get inside, you'll have to sneak through an old wine cellar beneath town.
Okay, I'll head out for the cellar.
I hear you clinking. That's a nice little touch they added. The bottles like clink a little bit to let you know where they are. There should be like treasures you can bring back to the hideout as well. That might start appearing in the second world. Some of them have bombs on them, or some of them you can't get hit while you're carrying them, or because they're fragile and they break. So I like that sound. It makes the collectible hunting just a little less, you know, frustrating. Where was I going? Ah, over here. Cool. Whoops. I don't think you can do the missions while you're under alert. So go in the water. Go in the water. And the coins come back up. Oh, that's just nice. Okay. Oh, good. We lost interest. Yeah!
Good to see you, little buddy. I guess the way through the wine cellar is guarded by those rats. Bentley thought you might like some help clearing them out.
Sounds like fun. You and me, back to back?
Totally.
Oh, yeah.
Outnumbered, fighting impossible odds. It's perfect.
All right, pal. Let's get to it.
Rumble time!
Fear the Murray!
And when you actually get to play as Murray and beat the crap out of these guys, it's kind of great, I'm not gonna lie. Just look at him go! Oh my god!
Hold on, Sly. Let me lower those bars for you.
Yeah, sure.
There you go. To get over this thing, you'll have to double jump. Hit the X button to jump, then, while in the air, press it again to get some extra air time.
Good of you to
Looks like
say
you're
all that
on
well
your
there.
own from here.
I'm used to it. Thanks for the help.
Anytime, partner.
Romance. Can I get anything from these? I know the boxes are always good for stuff. Oh, never mind. Only some of them. That's good to know too. If you like getting your butt kicked, break some stuff. Maybe there'll be help. Okay, good. Whoop. Have to do it. Have to do it. Not all the upgrades are as cheap as you saw. Alright.
Sly, in order
Poor
to get
positioning,
past these
mates.
lasers, you need to crawl under that table. To do that, get near the table and press the circle button.
Use a flashlight,
These
dude.
flashlight guards are too tough to fight head-on. Crawl under the tables to sneak around him.
Oh, I feel so impish doing this. It's lovely. Boom! Never leave a guard conscious. That's just something else to watch out for. Oop. Easy does it. No need to rush. I could crawl under the table, or I could knock you out. Guess which one is more satisfying?
This air
Give me it.
vent leads into Dimitri's nightclub. Hit the circle button to crawl inside.
In the first-person perspective, it's like, oh my god, is something gonna pop out?
In order to shut down those yellow lasers, you'll need to take out that guard. Sneak up behind him and press the triangle button to knock him into the air. Then the square button to slam and finish him off. Got that? The triangle button, then the square button.
Yeah, if you hit square button first, you'll just stun him for a bit. Which is fine when you're dealing with a noob, just like a regular dude, but flashlights will get back up. And then they will shoot you.
That
Then you will be
sneak
dead.
attack slam move only works on guards who haven't seen you.
That's important,
Wait until
actually.
this guy turns his back, and then let him have it.
It only works on guards who haven't seen you. Yeah, you can't juggle someone if they already know where you are. Okay.
fight with those rats, the sneak attack won't work. It's purely a stealth move.
Yeah. So, be a little tactical. Take them out one at a time. But did he hear me? Oh yeah, he heard. But he ain't seen me yet. Go back on your routine, mate. Just go back on your patrol. Nothing to worry about. And you've got a shiny in your pocket. I would really like to do that. Whee! Boom! You fool! Your comrade has fallen! You should be more alert than that! Why would you ever listen to me? Oh, I just broke a guitar. Now I feel like the scum of the earth. Ah, that was mighty fine ransacking. I can't explain it. Wanton destruction just makes me happy.
Aha!
Boom.
Another air vent. Judging by the angle, it should lead to the...
Way ahead of you. There's Dimitri himself. We're like right next to the bus,
Jackpot! The heart of Dimitri's
picking up
operation.
all his secrets.
Head for those windows and take some reconnaissance photos.
So,
Tap the
locate
R3 button. You know, click the right analog stick to bring up your binocucom. It's already outfitted with a spy cam. Slide. Use the right analog stick to zoom in and out on photo targets.
Those things will kill you, you
Tap
know.
the R1 button to take a picture when you've got a good shot. Ingenious. Dimitri's using the clockwork tail feathers as printing plates. Given their rare alloy,
He's a
they'll
counterfeiter.
never wear out. Unlimited forged money.
Don't screw up the economy, brah. There's already enough problems with that as is.
That generator seems to be powering the security systems down here.
That's a bad
That's
picture.
our target.
The angle I had
Dimitri,
before was better.
Professional lounge lizard and international forger. That should do
If
it,
Bentley had
Sly.
stopped talking.
Head back to the
Oh, well.
safe house and we'll cook up a plan of attack.
Yeah, in PlayStation All-Stars, Sly's ultimate is taking pictures and making your foes disappear. Because if you get enough photos, Bentley will cook up a crazy operation like this to defeat you.
The recon photos are a grim reminder of what the modern thief is up against. Spotlights, stepped-up patrols. The sum of it all renders a direct assault impossible. To solve this puzzle, I'm going to need some more intelligence. First, replace this bugged painting with one Dimitri has in his office. Once in place, we should be able to listen in on his communications. Second, if you see the boss, tail him. We might learn something from studying his movements. Once we've got a proper understanding of the operation, those clockwork tail feathers are as good as ours.
So Bentley makes a little slideshow, plans out the whole heist, and from then on, each character has their own special missions that they can go on. But I still can't play as anyone else. Aw. Well.
Hey, Sly, you can bring up your binocucom by pressing the R3 button. You know, the right analog stick that adjusts the camera.
And S for
Click it
safe
to look
house.
through your binoculars. They'll be useful for finding the new job starts I've placed around town. Plus, they'll let you read the job titles.
And that's good. You get to see like which mission is what, and then you're like, I want to go for that one first, or such and such. It's good stuff. A little sad I don't get to... Ah, now flashlight guards are around. Good. That one's got a shiny. Correction, that one's got my shiny. In just a bit here. Whoops. Ow, dick. You can't jump up here. Yeah, you just go back on your patrol. Think you can just whack Sly Cooper in the face, do you, murder? Pawn this on ThiefNet. Whack you to the ground. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think this is good enough for one episode. Next time, we're gonna bug Dimitri's office and see what the boss will unwittingly lead us to. I think next time I'm gonna devote a little more to collecting the bottles, as that is quite important to getting some fancy upgrades later on. Sorry, I'm very greedy. I see this this game rewards me in all the wrong ways. I see something, I want it. I want it so bad. Okay, but yeah, next time we'll do those missions, and hopefully I'll get a chance to show how Bentley and Murray handle in the field. And they are pretty kick. Like, they are not as agile as Sly, but they, you know, Murray's got all these sleep darts and bombs he can use, and Murray, well, I mean, you saw Murray at work. Imagine that, just all the time, plus chucking stuff, picking up foes, grabbing them and throwing them into other foes. It's good stuff. So with that, thank you all for tuning in. Please comment and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And remember, you all have the potential to get good. Peace out.